Americans are not feeling the booming economy that they're being told exists. According to the administration, things have never been better, and they are confused why so many Americans are expressing frustration and despair with this so-called booming economy. In this video, we will examine why Bidenomics is not catching on. First off, the average inflation rate under Biden has been 5.5%. That's the highest for any president since Jimmy Carter, who wasn't re-elected. Yes, inflation was high during Reagan's presidency, but he came into office with sky-high inflation. Biden came into office during a time of turmoil, and inflation quickly jumped to over 9%. The president keeps telling voters that inflation has fallen to 3.5% under his watch, but people have been used to low inflation for nearly 40 years before Biden, and they are not forgiving. Also, consumers are now realizing that while inflation has lowered, prices will not be coming down anywhere close to where they were on a lot of products. Here are some examples of things that are way too expensive. Eating at a restaurant or fast food has gone up 25% or more since COVID. Entertainment has gone up dramatically. An annual pass to Disneyland, for example, is at $1,449, which just increased 10%. Airfare has gone up close to 20% since COVID. Uber prices have gone up 30% or more since COVID. Hotels are about 20% higher since COVID, and let's not forget about all the stupid extra fees, such as resort fees, that hotels are tacking on. Used cars are nearly 35% higher since COVID. Home prices are up 40% since COVID. In some areas like Florida, they're up way more than that. Home insurance rates and auto rates are up 35% since COVID. Rents are up 25% since COVID, and in some areas way more than that. And groceries are up 25% since COVID. There are many factors that led to this massive inflation, such as tight labor market, supply chain issues, wars, and money printing. What the Biden administration does not mention is money printing. Up until recently, it was just common knowledge that money printing leads to inflation. After all, one of the most basic definitions of inflation is too much money chasing too few goods. So of course, if $6 trillion of money is printed, you should expect inflation. Another big factor that has contributed to inflation has been what's called greedflation. Greedflation is just a rise in prices due to companies looking to maximize profits. Some reports estimate that up to 50% of inflation was caused by this. This doesn't excuse the reckless money printing, but it does put a microscope on corporate greed. So while the Biden administration often scratches its head about why consumers just don't get it, the reality is that basic necessity prices have gone up way too much and are eating a bigger chunk of most people's budget. Also, the wealth disparity has never been this great. The difference between the rich and the poor is at a historic threshold. I don't think it'll matter much who becomes president because it's become clear that both parties love to spend, which contributes to the mounting deficits and increased inequality. All I can say is that right now, despite the booming headline numbers, people out there are hurting, and a bigger chunk of their budgets are going towards the necessities such as food, shelter, and gas. I hope the situation changes, but it doesn't look like there's any meaningful solutions coming in the future. If you liked my video, please push the like button, and I wish you a great day. Thank you.